welcome back. This is Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205, Unit 2, The Roots of Our Culture, Section 4, Lesson 2, Video 2, Settler Contact with Beothuk and Mi'kmaq. First, let's talk about European contact with Beothuk. Prior to the migratory fishery, the Beothuk occupied Newfoundland and the coast of southern Labrador. The arrival of Europeans disrupted Beothuk patterns and the resource-based life on the island. Few reports mention contact between settlers and the Beothuk, but those who do state that Europeans captured several Beothuk to take back to Europe. Beothuk people became very wary of Europeans and avoided coming in contact with them to hopefully prevent further capture. The earliest account of trade between Europeans and Beothuk that we have at this time is from 1612, when John Guy and his crew met Beothuk people in Trinity Bay and shared a meal with them. The depiction on the previous slide shows that. A future meeting was squashed when a European ship shot at a group of Beothuk, after which it is said that Beothuk took fishing gear from some of the fishermen there. The European accounts from the time have little mention of Beothuk people after that, and contact seemed to be minimal until the early 1700s. As Europeans began permanent settlement and encroached further on hunting grounds and indigenous territories, especially in Notre Dame Bay, conflict began to escalate, and we will talk about that conflict in Section 5 of this unit and all of the repercussions of that into the 18th and 19th century. Now let's talk about European contact with Mi'kmaq. It seems that Mi'kmaq had the most contact with European settlers during this time in history. Mi'kmaq in other areas traded furs with European settlers for European tools and supplies. This practice spread into Ukdamunguk. European supplies that were traded were iron kettles, guns, and flour. Transculturation took place with European practices, and other goods spread into Mi'kmaq life, eroding their traditional way of living. Mi'kmaq traveled between Ukdamunguk and present-day Nova Scotia, and their trade with Europeans increased. During the last half of the 17th century, Mi'kmaq settlements expanded on the south and west coasts of the province, as well as into the central region during the last half of the 17th century. And now it is time to pause and reflect. I'm going to ask you to please pause this video and complete the Google Jamboard that you have begun in the first video of the lesson. What didn't you know about the first contact between European settlers and indigenous peoples? Thank you for doing that, and I hope that this lesson is enlightening for you. We will continue to talk about contact between European settlers and indigenous peoples through Section 5 of this unit and all of the repercussions through the 19th century. Now it's time to review. I'm going to ask you to complete the activities in Brightspace, and I hope that you have a good day.